Yes. Can you all hear me now? Am I audible now? Yes. Can you all hear me now? Yes. Perfecto. Yes, guys, give me hearts on the screen if the screen is clear, my audio is clear. Yes, everyone. Only one person over here. Others also, please show your presence in the class, everyone. Yes, everybody. So once again, welcoming you all to this very beautiful evening in which we will be discussing to you on how to start your NEET preparation during your class 10. Yes, Shakun Shekhadash, good evening. Amin, good evening. Abhijit, Binaya, good evening. So, once again, welcoming you all from the entire team of Biopoint family. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, one and all present over here in the session. How are you doing, everyone? I could see my regular students also over here. Yes, how are you doing, everyone? So today, in today's session, we would be discussing, or I'll be sharing with you the strategies which are required for starting your NEET preparation during this long period of gap between your 10th standard board examination. Yes, Rakavendra, good evening. So I know most of you have confused and have received a couple of messages in the Telegram also regarding, so should I start with NEET preparation? Should I go on with my 10th standard preparation only? Or should I go with both of them? Should I buy DC Verma, HC Verma? Do I need to buy Exam Idea or H-Ton publication? Guys, nobody is forcing you to just buy all these books and just entirely start your 11th standard preparation. So as I have to tell you that for starting into 11th standard, so guys, listen very carefully. Apart from these slides, listen to what I speak very carefully. Those who are really aspiring for a medical profession and those who are aiming to study in a very reputed college. Please listen to my words as well as to the slides. Okay? So both of them are very important. So since these much of people have attended the session over here, so this shows how dedicated you are. This shows your determination, your dedication, and your willingness to do well in your class 11th and 12th board exams as well as for NEET. Am I right? Give me yellow hearts on the screen, everybody. Everything till now is perfectly audible and clear to each one of you. Hit the chat box with the yellow hearts. Yes, everyone. Come on. Yes? So once again, welcoming you all, and without wasting any more time, we are moving on to the session. Thank you so much. So I have prepared certain strategies for each one of you on how should our classes move forward, how should your preparation move forward without affecting your 10th standard preparation. Am I right? So whatever we study, it should not affect in any one or other manner, it should not affect our 10th standard topic preparation. Right, everyone? So why this idea is made into reality is because, so this is something which I planned last year itself, 2020 itself. I have asked you regarding whether should we start it or not. So at that time, so many of them refused, so many of them accepted. So why this I made this idea into reality is because your board exams are being delayed due to COVID-19. Am I right? Instead, it is to be conducted in March, April month. It is now going to be conducted only on May, June month. Right? So we get a gap. So if it was normally conducted during the March, April, your result have been published by May first week, and your classes, your admission procedures, everything will get over by July 2021, and your 11th standard topics also, your 11th standard classes may also get started by the month of August or maximum September, not more than that. Am I right? But in this present scenario, what happens is that your exams are going to end only in June. So your results are going to come in June last week only. So after that, if your admission procedure started, it may extend, because in between, yes, Rashmita, yes, Om Prakash, I think, right? Yes. So what happens is that in between the competitive examinations like NEET, JEE, everything is going to come. So admission procedures, exam conduction of all these things will become like something like rush. Okay. So amidst this, your admission procedures would get delayed to maximum October. But because this time in Kerala boards have started only after this December first week and all, Kerala boards 11th standard have been introduced, but they have their final exam in the month of March itself. Okay, because and you can even just now imagine how fast the teachers would have been taking the classes so as to finish a whole topic which is studied in 1 year in just next 3 months, right, everyone? So that topic, so this kind of a revision or this kind of a teaching in just 3 hours will never ever benefit those students who are really aspiring for a medical profession or an engineering profession. Clear? But it may affect, it may do really good for your board examination, because they'll be teaching you only those topics which are important in the point of your board exam. But for this competitive examination, we cannot just predict this chapter is important, this chapter is important. No, we could only give you a weightage of each and everything. We are not supposed to tell you don't study the chapter, just leave it. But in case of board exam, I might have told you just leave the chapter. I can tell you just leave one chapter. Only 2 questions may come. You will get an or question. You can rectify it from that, right? But in case of this JEE and NEET examination, I could not give you any kind of such kinds of guarantee that that chapter is least important, this chapter is very important, biology is very important, physics is very least important. No way I could help you in that. Everything is in your hand only. Clear? Each subject is of great importance. And guys, is there anyone in this live session who is planning to take PCB only and not PCBM? Those who are not planning to take, or those who are planning to avoid maths from their 11th standard. Is there anyone over here? Just comment out. Just comment out how many of you are going to take PCB only, or those who are taking PCMB. Just 3 seconds, please tell me. Yes, I hope you guys will be taking all the entire stream, right? PCMB. Guys, why I am insisting on you guys to take out maths as an additional subject instead of, in spite of having your biology main point over there, is because in case of physics, in case of chemistry, in certain chapters, when you are in 10th standard, you doesn't have any kind of problems like that. But when you approaches your 11th standard, you will even be amazed to see that in certain chapter of chemistry, pure concept of mathematics only. There is not even at least one chemical or one particular concept related to chemistry. Each and everything will be related. One particular chapters, physical chemistry and all, will be completely based on mathematical calculations only. So at this particular time, you could just now imagine one thing. If your biology teacher, that is, suppose if me teaches you mathematics, how well does it go? If one kind of a problems comes, and if I start explaining mathematics, you can just imagine how much concept would I explain you, right? Just I'll be explaining you the particular thing which is needed or necessary in that particular question. Just imagine if such kind of another question comes for your exam. What will you do? You don't know even the concept. Your teacher hasn't taught you about the concept, right? So that's why I'm insisting you, if you can, or if you actually, according to me, my opinion, I'm telling, okay, Even the same chapters existed now also. My 12th standard chapters, even now also it is existing. There is not much difference, but CBSE have reduced, but for NEET and JEE there is no reduction in syllabus, right? So my preference to you all is that you can even study mathematics as an additional subject, because you can even just take up both NEET and JEE, right? Just if you're focusing on NEET examination, what happens? You can just give an approach. You can just try for JEE. No need of practicing of JEE question, but you can just attend the examination in order to get a confidence that I will be able. Right, everyone? I'll be telling you a basic important example. I'll tell you a basic important example. Now, when I am conducting your test, you're writing, everyone is writing it from your home, right? So most of you score very good marks. Most of you score very high marks for that. But if this person, sometimes there is a mental tension in your mind when the same situation is being changed into your exam hall. This is the reason why most of you, even though you are prepared completely, even though you scored very well in your coaching classes, this is the reason why most of you lose your marks in your board exams or your exams conducted by schools. Yes, Abhijit, there is no special examinations for AIMS and JIPMA from last year onwards, 2020 onwards. All the admissions for AIMS, JIPMA, AFMC, everything is based on a single nationwide exam, national eligibility cum entrance examination, which is called to be the NEET. Clear? So every admissions based upon purely on your marks as well as rank, main important one, rank of your NEET. Right, everyone? So in this particular point, we have to do two things. First one, we have to definitely score good, or we have to definitely top our position in our boards 2021. Am I right? So some of you at least will be thinking, right, 2021, our board exams are going to come this year, but NEET is going to come only after 3 years, right? We have to cross 10th, we have to study 11th, we have to study 12th. Only after 3 years, NEET is going to approach me. But my board exams are going to come after a few months, right? Guys, if you start NEET and your board exams are things which stand at two extremes. One is in, there is a great difference from ant to an elephant. There is a difference like that between how you prepare for your NEET exam, how you prepare for your board exam. Right, everyone? So in your board exams, a person who is studying, very dedicatedly studying for the last 3 months or the day before the exam would also score easily 70-80%, because there is only a thing of by hearting. But for NEET, concept, priority, the most important thing. By hearting will never ever make you a topper in your NEET examination. Understanding the concept and knowing how to apply that will definitely make you top in your NEET examination. So as I have told you, we have two main objectives of this particular lecture. Number one, we have to definitely score well in our class 10. We have to top the examination for sure. Second time, we have to find more time that we have been now lost due to this COVID-19. If it was in the regular batch, you might have studied or started your 11th standard preparation by the month of June to July. But since because of COVID-19, you will start your preparation very late. That is August, September, October. Okay, even November. It can extend to November even. So both these have to be done. So this amazing platform has providing you with an extraordinary by which you can achieve both of the above mentioned dreams. So let's get started. How many of you are ready to attend a session from tomorrow onwards? How many of you? Give me hearts on the screen or hit the chat box with a thumbs up. Yes, Arbaz Alan. Hello. So how many of you are ready to attend the classes of class 11, if we are ready, if you are scheduling it from tomorrow onwards, give me thumbs up or hearts on the screen, everyone. Yes, the charts should be flowing. Yes, absolutely. So I have brought something for you. This is our Telegram group of our NEET batch, t.me/NEET_biopoint. So those who are wishing to join our NEET batch, there is no need, there is nothing special happening inside the NEET batch. So if you're there in our 10th batch, it is okay. Those who are not there, you can join a NEET batch. The direct link for NEET batch is provided in the description box. So those who are watching the session, all of you watching the session right now, hit the like button, come back to the chat and tell me how many of you have liked the session. How many of you have hit the like button? Just go right now, click the like button, subscribe button, those who are brand new to the channel, and come back and tell me, everyone. Have you all done it? Hope my lovely mascots, all of you might done it at first instant itself, right? Yes, something amazing, as I've already told you. So tomorrow is gonna be our first concept building class for NEET 2023 on the very basic foundation of human reproduction. So tomorrow sharp at 7 p.m. at this particular time, I'll be coming in front of you with this foundation course of human reproduction. Clear? The details I'll be telling right now in front of you. Yes, everyone. So let's get started. So first of all, I'll be telling you which all are the important things which we have to get mastered. So no amount of time seems to be adequate. No amount of time, even if we get 3 years, even if we get 10 years, even if we get 14 years, whatever, no amount of time seems adequate when it comes to preparing for competitive examinations. And if the question is NEET, nothing more to say. Clear? So this is backed by the hike in the number of students interested in medicine, where nearly 15.5 lakh, nearly 16 to 17 lakh students writing the NEET examination each year. This is the difference. This is the difference between NEET, JEE examination. JEE taken by 4 to 5 lakh students. Just see the difference, everyone. NEET examination every year, I'm not taking the entire years, 10 or 12 years number. I'm taking exact numerical registration which have been reported by NTA for each year for NEET. That is 16 to approximately 17 lakh students. You can right now imagine how competition is existing. Okay, for 2020, 15.9 lakh registrations were received by NTA for this highly competitive examination. The term highly even doesn't support it too much. Right, everyone? So, NEET has been shorter by the leaps and bounds. In addition to the increased number of participants, the number of aspirants aspiring, that is, I have already mentioned you that number of participants is increasing, So in spite of getting the number of participants increasing, the number of aspirants starting off earlier with NEET preparation has risen. Exactly, you, my dear lovely mascots, you are also one among them. Since you know how the number of students, how the competition is increasing, you have decided to start off earlier with your NEET preparation. So in earlier times, students took time to figure out their field of interest. But now, due to the technology, in just one mouse click, you will get to know about the various career options available in front of you. Students who venture out early move higher chances to clear NEET, as the more solid the foundation, the better is the performance. Very, very important. The more solid foundation, the better is the performance. Right, everyone? If we just build up something, if we build up a flat or build up a bungalow without a basic foundation, since we are Myself, we are not spending too much of money in laying the foundation, but we spend a huge amount of crores and crores on building up a very large bungalow. But we don't want the foundation to be good because it is under, right? So what happens if the foundation is not solid, if it is not perfect, the building may at any time it may break. It may only have the external beauty. At any time, it may get collapsed, right? So the most important point that you have to make sure in your mind, in the mind of each and every NEET aspirant, is that the more solid the foundation, the better is the performance. A good rank at NEET. So in today morning, Abhijit have asked me Abhijit have asked me a question in Telegram, right? Isn't it, Abhijit, regarding whether, sir, if I just close the cutoff of AFMC, will I get an admission? Can I make sure that I'll get an admission in AFMC if I cross the cutoff of AFMC? Right? Guys, 2020 cutoff will differ from 2021 cutoff. 2021 cutoff will differ from 2022 cutoff. It will differ from 2023 NEET cutoff also. So the cutoff of a particular examination, be it be any competitive examination, it depends upon 3 or 4 factors. Number one, the number of students registered. Number one, the number of students attended the examination. Number 3, how difficult was the question, or how was the question paper? Was it easy? Was it moderate? Was it very difficult? Was it such a kind of a question which has to be only answered by people like Einstein? So it depends on these factors. The number of vacancies or vacant seats available in each colleges. Right, everyone? Yes. So it is not easy. So that's why I told you, suppose if we get this year, a person with 500 score has not even get. A person with 500 score has not get an admission to a medical college after the NEET examination 2020. Just imagine the condition, 720. In 720, he has scored 500 marks. He haven't get an admission in a reputed college. He haven't got an admission in a government college. His parents don't have the money to make him study in a private college by paying a huge fees of 26, 27, 28 to 50 lakh per year, I am telling. Just imagine. 2019, I'll show you a better example than that. 2019, nearly 14 to 15% were not there scoring above 700 marks. Approximately, I think exact number is 7 or 8. 7 or 8 students was only there above 700, 700 and 700 and above. But when this numerical is being taken into 2020, 100 plus students scored above 700 marks out of 720 in NEET examination. Just imagine. So that 700 students might fill the vacancy available in AIIMS New Delhi, which is the first priority taken by each and every student. Just imagine the 100 vacancies per college will be taken away by that first 100 students itself. So a person who was better in his studies have scored 699 mark. He loses its dream to study in AIIMS New Delhi because he had 100 persons in front of him, right? So definitely you should not focus only on the score of NEET. You have to focus mainly on the rank. Be in the top 100 positions. Be in the top all India rank 100 or less than 100, 99, 98 or below, to anything you can score. Right, everyone? So we have to have a well basic plan for that. So I'll just now tell you that NEET examination, you know what is the full form and all for NEET. National Eligibility Entrance Test. So NEET consists of 3 subjects, that is P, C, B. Right, everyone? P, C, B. Physics, chemistry, biology. Scoring point or strength of many students. I should actually tell that. Strength of many students, many future doctors. Strength of already qualified doctors. Strength of doctors who are studying now biology. Telling on the aspect of NEET, chemistry, scoring paper, maintenance paper. Scoring or maintenance paper for many NEET aspirants. Physics. Guys, what about you guys? Physics. Are you having fear with physics? Physics is actually the devil or destroyer of many dreams of many NEET aspirants. Yes. So how many of you know how the pattern of NEET, how many of you know very well about the pattern? Should I explain it? Should I explain the pattern of NEET for you, or how many of you knows it very well? How many of you knows it very well, the pattern of NEET? Or should I explain it once again very briefly for each one of you, each and every basic things about NEET once again? Yes, tell me yes or no on the chat box. Do you want me to explain or you know? Yes, everyone. Yes. So for those students who don't know, I'm going to tell you a very minute things for that. So you are going to write your NEET examination in the year of 2023. Absolutely. Shakun Shekhar. Yes. 180 marks for physics, 180 marks for chemistry, 360 marks for biology. So total sum of total marks obtained in physics and chemistry is equal to one particular individual subject, which is actually the strength of all mascots, biology. So that's why forcing you to learn bio, study bio, read NCRT, read NCRT, read NCRT. Because it's very easy to score marks in biology for NEET exam, very easy to go with negative marks also in biology NEET exam. So as I've already told you, national eligibility cum entrance test. So till 2018, it was conducted by CBSE New Delhi, the same board which was preparing your 10th standard and 12th standard questions of CBSE. But since an opinion came like all CBSE students are only getting admission for medicine, they just rejected the question preparing pattern by CBSE and it was taken up by NTA, which was the National Testing Agency, who is now setting out the question. So NEET is a UG examination, which is actually that is MBBS for taking up certain courses like MBBS, that is doctor, BDS, dentist. Guys, this BDS is not a very bad job. Like some of you at least feel like telling to relatives like I'm a dentist, then you feel like I'm not going for such. If you, even if certain people get admission for that, you won't go for that, thinking that how can I face the relatives? Dentist, I'm not a doctor. Guys, everything happening in case of MBBS definitely happen for that. Okay, I'll detailed explanation for all those things happens afterwards. So Ayurveda, homeo, all these things happens based upon the score you obtained in this NEET examination. Definitely it is an offline examination. So I am right now telling you about the basic pattern, not about this 2021 exam, because there may be certain changes there. Maybe online, certain students may be writing online, certain students may be writing offline. So it depends. I'm telling you the basic pattern. It is a multiple choice question, which is 3 hours, 180 minutes for 180 questions. Guys, just imagine how many times or how much time you spend on doing one numerical of physics. One genetic question, how you spend, how much time you spend. You have 180 minutes to attend 180 questions. Just sometimes you may feel relaxed when you say 3 hours for 180 questions. Very extra time will be there. Just imagine 3 hours is just 180 minutes for 180 questions. Very tight time is a very important factor. So the educational qualification for attending NEET examination is just class 12 or equivalent board exam from any state boards. Minimum aggregate should be for +2, that is for 12th standard you should have 50% marks in PCB subjects. Total marks for NEET examination is out of 720. Yes, Rakhavendra, for OMR, I'll be telling you. Okay, OMR filling also makes you consume a lot of time, and at least if one mistake made by you in the OMR by your carelessness would make you a repeater, would make you a dropper. I'll tell you why. Then now at least some of you may be telling. In examination, if I made a mistake while filling in your class 12th exam, when you made a mistake in filling your paper, or in your class 10, when you made a mistake in your schools even, when you made a mistake in filling your friend sheet, facing sheet, what happens? They'll replace it. But for NEET, you have a specific question paper coming for your individual roll number. For each of this 17 lakh students attending NEET, they have 17 papers, 17 question paper, out of which the 17 question paper contains a one QR code, one code. This particular QR code is absolutely similar to the particular thing present on your answer OMR sheet also. So it is not possible to get it replaced. It is a computer evaluated thing. So everything depends upon your fillings, your OMR markings only. So suppose certain people have, if this is A, B, C, D, 4 bubbles are given, A, B, C, D. They're having a doubt between A and B. What they will do? They will bubble A completely. And what happens? They will fill the B like this. Right? So guys, this would not be giving you, even if A is the answer, you won't get the marks. You will get -1, a negative mark. So total number of question is 180, 45 question from physics, 45 question from biology, 45 question from chemistry, 45 question from botany, and 45 questions from zoology. So till your 10th standard, you studied physics, chemistry, biology. From your 11th standard onwards, you're studying biology also as 2 subjects. 2 different teachers will be teaching you this particular subject in schools. From 11th standard onwards, botany and zoology. In certain schools, 1 person can teach it. Botany and zoology. Tell me, what is botany? Botany means all the things which are dealing with plants. Zoology means all the things which are dealing with animals. Biology dealing with plants, botany one section, and biology dealing with animals, zoology another section. So in NEET, the most thing that is very important for making you know is 4 marks for each correct response and -1 mark deducted for every incorrect response. Okay, and every year it was conducted to be on first Sunday of May, but due to this COVID situation, it is going to get extended in the further times. Okay, so guys, from here onwards, please listen very carefully in the class. NEET predominantly access your knowledge in science, consequently on gaining the conceptual clarity in science right from your class 10th onwards. I'm going to deal with you the complete strategy. This will help you. So you should have a basic conceptual clarity on your 10th standard topic. This will help you understand the topics taught in class 11th. This will understand you the topics classed in class 12. Because you must understand the topics of 9th standard is the replica. The topics of your 11th standard textbook is a replica of 9th standard, and the topics of 12th standard is actually the elaborated manner of your class 10. Okay? There is nothing more you are studying. You are studying only the advanced level. So concepts covered in class 11 lay a foundation for more advanced topic in class 12. Absolutely like this. Topics, conceptual clarity of the topic studied in class 10 would lay a basic foundation for your class 11. Is it clear? Give me thumbs up on the chat box, everyone. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Like this, planning is very important part of NEET examination. Typically what happens is that students, even though they get a huge time, they will start preparing from 11th standard or later from 12th standard onwards. But if one starts preparing right from 10th standard onwards, there is an ample time in hand which may be utilized fully. The surplus time must be extensively used. You can even plan, you can even strategize, you can even know your strength, you can know even your weakness, on which part should I improve, all these things. This is the absolute time for you, and you are at the right place where you can plan and analyze yourself. So make study plans, allot time slots, work on setting up realistic goals. And guys, humble request, when you're going to attend from tomorrow's class onwards, I want each one of you to come with a book, a fresh book if possible, to lay down your foundations once again. And the most important thing, from tomorrow I have planned for human reproduction, which is actually a topic coming in your class 12. But since I have planned for that is because you have interconnection between your class 10. So first of all, I'll be doing a quick revision of your class 10th topic, teaching you even the minute terms so that the topics which you are hearing in your 11th standard and 12th standard would be clear. You know the meaning of the term, you know the function of the part, you know the location of the part. So all these things should be in your mind. So for that, I'll be first of all telling you about your class 10, how do organisms reproduce chapter, male and female reproductive system. And after that, I'll be teaching you certain important basic concepts which is to be studied by you in your class 12. Yes, thank you so much, Rakaventra, for attending the class. So I'll be telling you each and every important thing again. Okay. And the important thing nowadays, or from now, you will be writing about whole paragraphs. You will be copying whole paragraph part. When you are attending absolute class of NEET classes of any platform, even your coaching, other YouTube lectures, or even your schools, whatever, if you are a person who is preparing for NEET, try to write the points. Try to focus mainly on your textbook. Right? So many of you will lay your foundation or think that questions are coming from outside, from this particular book, that books. Guys, all those things are particular replications of your NCERT textbook. Biology, very important, NCERT must. But now I am not forcing anybody to start or buy. Force your parents. If it's just pandemic, even if they don't have money, you guys are like that. You will just go force them. You will make it by them today itself. Even today night itself, some of you may force your parents to buy that episode told that NCERT is a must for class 11. So you should buy it to me today itself, or else I will not eat. No, guys, please don't force like this. Okay, there is no need for you guys to buy NCERT or any guides, any reference materials of your class 7 right now at this particular moment. I would be sharing you the textbooks. I would be sharing you certain important, yes, Calvin. I will be sharing you certain materials which have to be studied by you as a foundation of your class 10. Okay. Okay, guys. Because I have some ICSE textbooks. I have collected ICSE textbook of 8th, 9th and 10th. Then I provide it to you. You will even be surprised. The thing with CBSE students studied in 10th standard have already been studied by ICSE students during 6th standard itself. Right? So actually ICSE students would have more clarity on their basic needs of NEET. They don't need to have to attend any kind of this conceptual classes, because each and every concept is there in their book, is there in their textbook. So I'll provide you with a PDF of physics, chemistry and biology on which on chapters you have to revise more to lay down your concepts. Clear, everyone? So pay attention to concepts and focus on understanding them rather than memorizing. All of your habits by hearting. Yes, so those who have not hit the like button, go hit the like button, attend the session, continue with the session, guys. So back to the class. Conceptual clarity is a must. There is no compromise. I have been repeating the same point for a couple of times, right? So pay attention to concepts and focus on understanding rather than memorizing or by heart. This won't give you marks. This won't even help you qualify your NEET. Just have to by heart certain technical term, but no need to by heart the entire things. No need to by heart the entire paragraph. You have to understand the concept. It's easy and fine that you will get each and everything. You have to make short notes. And guys, my humble request, whenever you are taking out your class 11 textbook officially, when we are starting it, or from tomorrow onwards, be ready guys. Write short notes. Yes, those who can, those who can buy. When you start your 11th standard in your schools and all, you can just buy some sticky notes. You can just write down the formula. You can just leave one particular wall of your room for your particular area, as your area. You can name it as what? Rakavindra's corner, Nisha's corner, Abhijit's corner, Vinaya's corner. Like this, you can name it, right? And you have to make the sticky notes. You have to write the formula of the physics first chapter. You have to paste it. So at every morning you wake up, you have a look at that. When you're having tea, go in front of it and have the tea. You will have a glance at it. So viewing the same thing, guys, can I ask you something? For example, every day you are waking up looking at a clock, right? And you are waking up, you are there in your home. So every day you are seeing the same things in the home. So even if you are blindfolded, you will easily be able to identify where is the switchboard, there is particular picture hanging on which part of my room, all these things, where is that particular book, where is my bed, all these things you can locate even if you are blindfolded. Am I right? Why is it so? Why is it so? It is because you're viewing the same thing for the past many years. The same things happens here also. You're viewing the same formula of physics. You're viewing the same concept of chemistry or biology on the wall every morning you wake up. So after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, you will remember. Even in an exam hall, you will be remembering, in this wall, this particular side, I've posted the formula of electric charges. So this is the formula have to be applied over here. Everything will be there in your mind. Okay. So maintain short notes instead of spending time underlining in your guides, reference material. There's a lot of extra things in this particular materials. Okay. Okay guys, so I have already told you NEET pattern is very important. 180 questions, 3 hours, 180 questions, 180 minutes, 45 questions from physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. So guys, even this is a very applicable for your 10th standard. Okay, that is why I have included this in this particular slide. Solving question paper, even this I am telling you for your board exams of class 10th also similar points are applicable. It gives you an idea of important questions and topic. When I asked many of these students, those have texted me, right, sir, please give me subject wise test, please give me chapter wise test. They just approached me like that. When I told them to take practice, how can I complete my syllabus and all, I told them just start with mock test from Oswald sample papers. Just sample papers, 80 marks test is very important. So at that particular time, they know, sir, in pre-boards have studied everything. I have a chapter-wise previous year question. Guys, chapter-wise previous year question solving and mock test paper solving is absolutely different. Mock test paper solving you gives an important idea of important questions or topics which have to be covered. It increases your analytical capability. It improves the speed of solving a question. The same thing happens in your NEET exam also. Practicing question from previous year sets the tone. By the time the actual exam arrives, it seems like a cakewalk. Helps you to effectively manage time. Very important in case of NEET. 3 hours mock test practice, very important. Okay. So it helps you to understand the exam pattern. It helps in the self-assessment. Most of you have the wrong assumption, like CBSE 2020 paper is different. The pattern of the paper is different from 2021. So I'm not going to solve the 2020 because the sample paper, the paper pattern itself is different. So how could the exam question may be similar? Guys, pattern, whatever may be the pattern, the questions are set from your 10th class textbook only. There is no other textbook prescribed by your CBSE board, right? So whatever be the pattern, even if it is a question paper of 1999, practice it. You will get one question in your syllabus from that, right? So effective revision resource. Instead, guys, some of you might be thinking, instead, if I write the test, it makes me spend a huge time. If I just read out the textbook, I'll easily revise the entire chapter the day before the exam. Guys, it is actually a wrong assumption made by each one of you. Actually, revision is more better. That is, writing a test would gives you more clarity than a particular revision, reading aloud, writing, all these things. Okay, so this is absolute time where I've already mentioned that this is the absolute time when you are going to know your strength, your weakness, which subject you are scoring good, which subject you are scoring less, all these things. So now we have reached to the end of the session. So I'm going to introduce before you certain chapters. So I'm going to introduce before you certain chapters of your class 11th and class 12th biology, physics and chemistry. So just tell me how many of you have studied all these things at least once. Just comment out the chapter's name one by one on the chat box as I reveal you the chapter's name. That is whether you have studied in your lower classes. I'm not asking you the exact name. Okay, I'm asking you whether you have studied the concept. Yes, so let's first check out with the class 11th biology chapter list. Clear? Yes, guys. So let's discuss. The unit 1 is actually, so guys, there are actually a total of 22 chapters of biology in class 11th and 16 chapters of biology in class 12. Just add and tell me on the chat box, everybody, total how many chapters are there only from biology. I'm not asking from science exactly as how you do 14 or 15 chapters from your entire science textbook. I'm asking you only biology. 22 plus 16, how much is total? How much is the total? 22 plus 16. Everybody forgot to add. Yes, absolutely, 38. Just imagine the condition. You are right now studying only 14 to 15 chapters from entire science. But in your class 11th, you have 30 chapters, 30 different concepts from biology only. That is 22 in class 11th, 16 class 12th. So I'll show you each one of them. So first unit is diversity in living world. You will be studying about the living world. You might have studied in your lower classes regarding the species, genus Mangifera indica, Rana tigris, all Pisum sativum, scientific name, binomial nomenclature. All these things you have studied in your lower classes, right? Species, kingdom, genus, kingdom, all these things you have studied in the lower classes. Biological classification is a brand new chapter for you guys. There is no related things, but you might have heard about the things we will be studying in detail. Okay, the details will not be familiar to you. Biological classification, we would be studying about the bacteria, we would be studying about the protozoa, we would be studying about fungus, virus, viroids, lichen, all these things. Plant A, Animalia comes under biological classification chapter. Chapter 3 for your class 11th is plant kingdom, where we will be studying about the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, all these things you will be studying. All these things you study in the chapter plant kingdom. I don't know whether you have studied in your lower grades or not. Guys, please tell me in your 9th standard whether you have this topic of plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Animal kingdom, you will be studying about Porifera, Coelenterata, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. ICC students, this is actually the 2 chapters which comes in their class 5th or 6th. Class 6th, I think. Yes? So these are the unit 1 chapters. Very important unit. You studied about Porifera, Platyhelminthes, Coelenterata, Echinodermata, Arthropoda, Pisces, Mammalia, reptiles. All these things you studied? Have you studied about all these things in your lower grades? Everyone, please tell me on the chat box. Yes? Okay, perfect. It would be easy then. Then you have to study about morphology of flowering plants. That is about the flowers. Then about the anatomy of flowering plants. Structural organization in animals. Morphology of flowering plants, anatomy of flowering plants, anatomy where we'll be studying about parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem, phloem. Ninth standard topic. Remember? Have you all remembered? Parenchyma, collenchyma, xylem, phloem. All these things you have studied in your ninth standard, CBSE students. Morphology about the flower as a reproductive structure and all you studied in your 10th standard. Tissues, about the tissues, epithelial tissue, connective tissue, neural tissue, muscular tissue, all these things also you studied in your ninth standard. So details of this chapter we would be dealing in the chapter of structural organization. In the morning, someone have asked me regarding, I think Amin have asked me, sir, there is any chapters which have any relation with our class 10? How many chapters there are? Even the 7 chapters which we have discussed right now have a relation with your previous classes. So we have to make sure that our foundation is perfect. Ninth standard topic, cell. In biomolecules, we will be studying about enzymes. Then cell cycle, cell division, ninth standard topic. Transport in plants. In your chapter life process, you have studied about diffusion, osmosis, active transport. So details of that particular chapter would be taught in the chapter transport. What are the minerals essential for the growth of the plant would be taught in mineral nutrition. Photosynthesis, which is actually one particular sentence which you have studied in your class 10, we are going to study it as a separate chapter, one of the lengthiest chapter in class 12. Class 11, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis in flowering plants or photosynthesis in higher plants. One particular separate chapter. Just imagine how wide is every topic which we are studying. Respiration in plants, we studied about glycolysis. You have to study a chapter based on glycolysis only in your 11th standard. Just imagine, plant growth and development, actually a chapter which have been now omitted from your syllabus. From control and coordination, this chapter was there, plant growth and development. Thigmotropism, phototropism, hydrotropism, tropic movement, nastic movement, everything comes under plant growth and development. So this is the first 15 chapters. Familiar chapters. I think there is no need for me to explain it further. All 16 to 22, familiar. My future mascots, my future doctors, essential chapters. Anatomy of a human body. Right? So I'll tell you one important thing. In your class 11, in your class 10, you studied about human physiology, this particular entire chapters, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 in one particular chapter. Life process. Am I right? When you just grown up and when you turned in your class 11th, this one life process chapters have been splitted up into how many chapters? 7 chapters. When you take up your NEET examination and you qualify it and you go into a medical college as an MBBS student, 7 chapters would turn into 7 different anatomy textbooks. Is it perfect? Is it amazing? Just give me a thumbs up on the chat box, everyone. Just imagine the condition. How funny is it, right? In your 10th standard, you are studying the entire chapter compressed way as single chapter life process. Then that part, if suppose this is compressed inside a box, when that box, when the contents becomes grower, what happens? The box bursted and it split it up into 7 different chapters. When again the contents grow, what happens? That particular 7 chapters would turn into 7 different textbooks. And one textbook would be like, would be like 7 times of your one NCRT biology science textbook. Just imagine. One textbook of digestive system, one particular textbook, one paper for MBBS would be like 7 times of your class 10 NCRT science textbook. Just imagine is actually chapters control and coordination. Class 10th topic which have been now eliminated, control and coordination. So when you study these two chapters, you may face difficulty. Oh my god, the screen has splitted, right? One second, let me change it off. Yes, perfect. So these are the chapters of your class 10, sorry, class 11. Next we are going to do with class 12th topic. So how many chapters? Almost every chapter is a revision of class 10. Is an advanced chapters of class 10. Am I right? Have you noted it? All the chapters of class 11 have one or the other connection with 9th or 10th standard topics. Is it? Give me hearts on the screen, everyone, if it's clear. Next, we are going to discuss about the class 12th biology topic, which again have multiple connection with your class 10. First 4 chapters. You have studied in one particular chapter, how do organisms reproduce? How do organisms reproduce? First 4 chapters. Principles of inheritance and variation, heredity and evolution. Heredity and genetics and evolution. The entire unit you are studying as heredity and evolution. The life process chapter, first chapter that I taught you in class 10, the life process, covered in class 11. Second chapter, how do organisms reproduce, which I taught secondly for you, would be covered as a first unit of class 12. Heredity and evolution, the most difficult chapter for each one of you, have now split it up into 3 different chapters, would be taught in class 12. And wait for the last one. I'll show you which is the last one. Now you may be asking, sir, then we have studied our environment chapter also. Where is our environment chapter? Wait patiently. I'll show you. Okay. So human health and disease, microbes, 9th standard biology. Why do we fall ill? Why do we fall ill? Biotechnology and biotechnological application is a brand new topic. Brand new, which have no connection with any previous. What happens, Usha? What Usha Upadhyay? What happens? Which one is going to leave? Yes. So everybody was thinking like, where is our environment? Our environment is here, ecology and environment. 4 chapters clubbed together as one particular chapter in your class 12. That is our environment. So guys, some of you may be thinking, I was not aware of this. That is why I chosen NEET as my focus point. But 30 chapters of biology only, how can I? Guys, is 17? Okay, Usha. Okay. So, 30 chapters of bio, how will I be able to do that? Even right now for 15 chapters, I have been working from morning till dawn, but I'll score very less mark. Then how am I going to study this 30 from bio itself, bio only? And the rest I have my physics, my chemistry, how I'm going to study. Guys, I am not introducing this session in order to make you fear. I am introducing this session in order to make you, when this things is told in your school, you should not have this fear. You have enough and more time to overcome your fear. That is why even I exceeded a session of 1 hour. I have been explaining each and everything. In order, I want each one of you to overcome your fear. Each one of you over here, each of my mascots must overcome the fear of NEET exam, physics subject especially. Class 11 chemistry chapters list. I won't be telling too much. I'll be providing the PDF of this chapter list in the group itself. Some basic concept of guys, tell me, have you studied mole concepts? Guys, in your 10th standard? Yes, Usha, ask me. I think it's Anshida, am I? Yes, ask your doubt, I'll be here. Guys, have you studied about the mole concept in your class 10th? Please tell me in your 9th or class 10th chemistry, have you studied mole concept? Please tell me. Structure of atom, yes, 9. Okay, then no issue. You have the same thing, empirical formula, molecular formula. What's it is an easy chapter for you guys? It is the first chapter which your chemistry ma'am is going to, okay, Bhavna. Okay. It is the first chapter which your chemistry ma'am is going to introduce before you in your class 11th. Chemical bonding, states of matter, thermodynamics, equilibrium, redox reaction, hydrogen, S block, P block, organic chemistry, hydrocarbons, environmental chemistry. Guys, how many of you feels difficult in organic chemistry? Just tell me your names. How many of you feels very difficult about organic chemistry? That is, organic chemistry is a burden. I will not be able to do it well. Then after you tell me that, that's what Bhavna I told. We have to start after this chapter wise. After this chapter wise test gets over, I hope almost most of you who have been, almost all of you who have been taking the test regularly might complete the entire syllabus. Am I right? Once February 14th, when every topics of chapter wise test is over, most of you would get to know about the syllabus of your class 10th. Science syllabus will be in your hand. Right? So after that, from February 14th afterwards, I'll be helping you with sample paper full length mock test. Yes. I'll tell you one thing. If you are again feeling that I'm not good at my preparation, just start right from the beginning, because you have initial and a plenty of time in front of you. Take out your NCERT fresh. Read out the first chapter. Take out a particular reference question bank. Do the chapter wise previous year questions of that. So in certain textbooks or reference guide, at the last you will have our study material, that is self-assessment test for 10 mark or 30 marks. After that, just write the 10 or 30 marks exam. Perfecto with the chapter. That's the only thing. This is not only for science, for social studies, for English, for anything. This is the important way which each one of you have to do. Okay, because you have each more than enough time to prepare right from beginning onwards, those who haven't even studied with your 11th. So guys, organic chemistry, 2 chapters of organic chemistry we would be studying about. Organic chemistry in your class 11, and other 4 chapters of organic chemistry would be studying in class 12. Yes, Abhijit, I'll be providing you with a PDF, but I won't be able to explain it. So I'll provide a PDF of a particular chapters which you have to go into detail. So those chapters, in your free time, when you get bored with your 10th standard topic, you can refer that and make your chemistry base also perfect. Guys, building up of a biology base will make half of the building strong, but 1/4 plus 1/4, that is next half of the building together, is to be contributed by physics and chemistry. So both the foundation must be there. Next, class 12 chapters: solid state, solution, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, surface chemistry, metallurgy, P block elements, D and F block, coordination, haloalkenes and haloarenes, alcohol, phenols, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, amines, biomolecule, polymer chemistry in everyday life. Yes. These are the topic. These are the 4 topics which you are now studying in your 1 chapter. But now it is not in the syllabus, I hope. Alcohol, phenols, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, amines. This functional group questions are excluded from your syllabus, I hope. So you will face a bit difficulty. So make sure after you complete your required syllabus, you go through the rest of the syllabus too, because those are actually the basic foundation of your class 11. 11th standard physics, which is like a devil. Units and measurement, motion in a straight line, where you'll be studying about equations. V is equal to u plus at, v square minus u square, 2as, s is equal to ut plus half at square, all those things in motion in a straight line. Motion in a plane, laws of motion, work energy, power, rotational motion, gravitation, solids, fluids, kinetic energy, oscillation, waves. Right? Guys, the amazing thing is that I'll share one experience. When I just was into my 11th standard, I was not having anybody. That is, I don't have an elder one in my house who uh, study the science. Or I don't. I am the elder one. Okay, so I don't have any elder brothers or anybody to tell me about this is going to happen. There are this much of chapters. There physics is tougher. All these things. Like my 10th standard physics questions are usually coming for I was a ICSE student of 10th standard. Okay, so in my ICSE 10th, almost all the questions comes from the basic textbook level only. The exercises coming in the backside of your NCRT. That we were not having NCRT. We were having extra publication textbook. So previous questions coming at the back of the textbook after the chapter would be definitely asked for the question. We should not refer any other guides or whatever. So we were forced to study those things and be by hearted. So I qualified it with a very good marks. Okay, anyway, I'm not praising myself, I'm conveying it to you. I qualified my 10th standard ICSE syllabus with a 95.2% aggregates of mark. Right? And when I went to 11th standard, initially, suppose when you're entering your 10th standard, you will make certain resolution that I will do it. I will prepare certain timetable when you're making exactly the same thing happens when you enter into 11th also. You will start preparing a schedule. You will make your study table prepared. You will make your books arranged, everything. But after 2 weeks, everything will be like a blast furnace. Right, everyone? So it is actually the initial confidence that builds up in you. The same initial confidence have to be there with you till the end. Then only you will be able to achieve your dreams to the maximum with very less effort. Same confidence should be there till last. So I'll tell you, so initially I was also very happy that everything is easy, physics is easy, chemistry is easy, biology is very simple. Okay, but as the year, as the days, as the weeks, as the months passed, then we moved on to the second textbook. Actually, there are two textbooks. Okay, for each subject you have two textbooks. Biology only one textbook. Chemistry you have in 11th standard, part 1, part 2. Class 12th chemistry, part 1, part 2. So total of physics you have 4 textbooks. After chemistry you have 4. Maths you have 3. Biology you have 2. Sure, Abhijit, sure. No, initially, if you are asking my experience, I will be telling. Initially, same thing happened. The walls of the my room were arranged. So sticky notes were placed. Initially, timetable were there. 2 weeks gone by. Third week, I'll not, I'll refer the things in the school. In the first week, we'll be planning like 6 to 7 p.m. I'll be doing my homework at school. 7 to 8 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. I'll be doing my tuition class works. 8 to 9 p.m. I'll be doing my self-study. 9 to 10 p.m. I'll be doing my other NEET preparation, all these things. After 3 weeks, at 8 to 10:30, I'll be spending on my homework. After that, I'll be spending on some other things. I'll do one thing, I'll do another thing. Please don't make it happen. Okay, because at last it will get into a burden. Okay, at last you will realize, you will think that there are 3 years, there are plenty of days, 365 into 3 days, 365 into 3 years spent in front of us. So let me study in the last initial months. No, you won't qualify the exam even. Okay, so when I was sitting in the class, when the teacher was taking all these things, what happens? I was thinking whether the teacher has lost their mind. She is teaching, physics teacher is coming to the class and teaching maths. Perfecto. So everything at that particular time. So I thought as substitution or something, she came and taught. Okay, because pure mathematics, pure. I'm telling you, promising you, each one of you will feel the same. Pure mathematics, guys. The same thing happens in chemistry class also. Inorganic chemistry, as somebody told earlier, inorganic is most difficult. Shakun is told, inorganic, very difficult. Problems, very rank determining problems would be coming from those. Sometimes sitting in the chemistry class like feels too, we are sitting inside a maths class taught by some other new teacher. Class 11th physics chapters and class 12th is actually this. Electric charges, potential, current, electricity, moving charges, magnetism, electromagnetism, alternating current, electromagnetic rays, ray optics, wave optics, dual nature, atoms, nuclei, semi-electronic conductors. So these are the things which is actually, so by this we are coming to the end of the session. So once again, reminding you about the concept building NEET 2023 batch, which is we are going to start tomorrow. Human reproduction class 12 foundation is going to be started tomorrow sharp at 7 p.m. in the evening. Don't forget to join the Telegram group t.me/neet_biopoint, where daily session updates, regular discussion, polls, interact section, everything would be done. Clear? So those who are watching the session, don't forget to hit the like button, do share it with your friends, and subscribe this amazing platform of Biopoint. Stream the world of bio. So thank you guys. Bye-bye. See you in the next class with yet another session tomorrow sharp at 7 p.m. This particular platform right here in your own channel, Biopoint, stream the world of bio. Yes, Shakun, you can freely ask me in the Telegram. Okay, or else you can comment me. If you can comment it in the YouTube live itself, it's okay. Guys, one more help I wanted from each one of you. Each one of you, Binaya, Rakavendra, Shakun, Abhijit, Saul, Aman, all these people are there right from the beginning onwards. So all these 5 people itself is showing right now. So I want each one of these 5 people to comment in the comment section after the live gets over. In the comment section, how was the session? Are you having the josh that if you start, you will definitely crack it? How is your feeling about NEET examination after this particular session? So please do this. Surely I'll take the screenshot, post it in tomorrow's live lecture. Okay? Your opinion about how the session has inspired you or no. So bye-bye guys. See you in the next class. Have a good day ahead.